Hey, my name is Therese. I struggled with really bad acne for 15 years. And I tried absolutely every single topical cream, every hormonal birth control pill, stopping short only at Accutane because it freaked me out. Until finally one day, I had my 15th and final dermatologist appointment. I left their office in tears, and on the way home, I cried the whole way. And I decided I was going to clear my acne naturally with food. When I got home, I put together a plan, and 30 days later, my skin was completely clear and has been ever since. So today, I want to share the exact meal plan that I ate on to clear my hormonal acne naturally, plus what I still eat every single day to keep my skin clear while still enjoying donuts every now and then. Let's discuss. Hi there, my name is Therese, and after 15 years of acne struggles, I finally cleared my skin naturally and created my natural acne clearing program, the Clear Code, to help you do the same. 12 years and thousands of clients later, I've made it my life's work to get you clear skin without harsh chemicals, pills, and or crazy hormones. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. I'm also sharing an acne food swaps guide at the end of this video so that you can start to eat more freely, but also in a way that supports clearer skin. So wait until the end for the link for that. The plan to clear my hormonal acne involves 3 main principles that I want to cover that you can use in your daily life as well, aside from eating these meals. The main principles are blood sugar balancing, gut healing, and detoxification supporting. So keeping all of that in mind, here's what a normal day of food looks like for me. For breakfast, the most important thing to me is that I eat within 1 hour of waking and I have a high protein, high fat breakfast. This helps to balance my blood sugar throughout the day. It breaks my fast in a really nice way. So basically, when you go to sleep, right? You sleep for 8 to 10 hours, ideally. Let's say you're even getting 6. Either way, you're in a fasted state when you wake up. You want to serve your body high-quality proteins and fats, not something like a cereal or like a croissant, even though they're delicious, because otherwise your blood sugar is going to spike up a ton. You'll be starving again at 10 a.m. for your mid-morning snack. Does that sound like anyone you know? So I make sure I have a high-protein, high-fat breakfast. A classic breakfast for me in a day is 2 to 3 eggs, usually 3 eggs scrambled with half an avocado, 3 Brazil nuts, and some berries. I'll come back to the Brazil nuts. Now, let me break down why I eat each of those things. So I grab 3 eggs from a protein perspective. They're also a really great food. There is not much data to support the idea that eggs are causing your acne. So if you're worried about that, there's really like a 10%, 5 to 10% chance that that's a contributing factor for you. So eggs are probably fine. The half an avocado is a really healthy, good fat that will also help to satiate me throughout the day. The berries have a ton of antioxidants. They're a complex carb. These 3 Brazil nuts help to support healthy thyroid levels, and I've been eating them maybe 3 a day for about 2 to 3 years, and it's really positively impacted some like lower level hypothyroidism stuff. Now, from a lunch perspective, I focus a lot on gut healing protocols throughout lunch. And the main healing protocol that I focus on for lunch is having a variety of fruits and vegetables, grains, meats, maybe some legumes. You want to have a variety of food in your daily life as well as your weekly life, because the more variety you have in your gut, the better. There is a gut-skin axis that tells us that what happens in our gut shows up in your skin, and having variety is important. Another key detail that I focus on for lunch is sometimes I'll have like a side of sauerkraut, a side of kimchi with my lunch, or I'll have a bottle of kombucha, because those are all healthy probiotic foods that increases the variability of the bacteria in my gut. Now, for lunch, a go-to meal for me for lunch is something called Bonham's Buddha Bowl. It is named after one of my dear friends, actually. The reason I love having something like this Buddha Bowl for lunch is because you can vary the vegetables. You can add different legumes, different veggies throughout the week to incorporate a lot of variety, and it'll really help to support some detoxification stuff that we'll talk about in a second. For dinner, I focus on a lot of the same themes from breakfast and lunch, and then I add in some detoxification stuff. So a typical dinner for me is going to have something like salmon with Brussels sprouts and a sweet potato, or I'll have a baked chicken with roasted broccoli, roasted kale with some sweet potato French fries, something like that to really incorporate a lot of elements. So here's why a dish like salmon, Brussels sprouts, and sweet potato is awesome from a skin perspective. The salmon has a ton of protein, and it has also a ton of really good omega-3s, so that's going to support overall body health, lowering inflammation. The sweet potato is a complex carb with a lot of fiber as well as vitamins and minerals that we're all often missing. So it's going to feel really filling, but it's a good type of carbohydrate as opposed to like potato chips, which are delicious but lack nutritional value. And from a detoxification perspective, something like broccoli or kale or Brussels sprouts, all three of those vegetables really, they're called cruciferous vegetables, and they support estrogen detoxification. They support overall detoxification levels in your body, top to bottom anyways. But that being said, the goal with those is to really support getting rid of excess estrogen, excess testosterone, and cruciferous vegetables do that. Now, after dinner is usually a key time where I like a little snack, or I like a little like a tea or something. So a little bonus recipe that I drink every other day probably is a golden latte. I'll share the image for the recipe for that, but basically it has a ton of healthy fats with some coconut milk or almond milk. It's anti-inflammatory with some turmeric, and then I'll add some cinnamon for some blood sugar management. If I'm feeling extra spicy, I'll add in some dandelion tea to that mix. I know it sounds kind of like wild, but if you add honey, cinnamon, coconut milk, and turmeric with some dandelion tea, it's actually delicious, anti-inflammatory, and dandelion tea is an herbal cholagogue that supports bile flow from your liver. So what it's going to do is just get rid of excess estrogen, excess testosterone to really help you kind of flush out overall toxins from a hormonal acne perspective. And one of the main reasons you're breaking out here often is because you're dealing with some excess estrogen, excess testosterone. So now you have those specific recipes. For breakfast, grab something like 3 eggs, some berries, avocado, Brazil nuts. For lunch, have a big salad or a big grain bowl filled with a bunch of different vegetables with a side of sauerkraut, kimchi, or kombucha. For dinner, have a high-quality protein with high-quality healthy fats, healthy carbohydrates like sweet potato, and detoxification vegetables, so things like cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts. And then after dinner, if you're craving something sweet, you could make yourself a golden latte with some delicious turmeric, coconut milk, some dandelion tea, and some honey. And listen, this is actually what I wanted to share those principles for and that recipe for as well. If you're doing all of those things throughout the day, right? If you're having meals like that, and that's how you're constructing your daily meal plan, you can have like a cookie with your golden latte. You can have a delicious chocolate caramel, comme moi, at the end of every day. You don't have to be really, really strict. You could have like one of my favorite snacks lately after lunch, for example, is I'll have like 1 to 2 graham crackers with like a little bit of Nutella on it. It's like very low glycemic. It's delicious. And you only need a little bit, and it does absolutely nothing from a skin perspective. And what I'm sharing is really kind of an 80-20 rule. We use this in my acne clearing program, the Clear Code. So if you are dying to just understand what's happening with your skin, you know there's a deep root issue, but you feel like you're missing something, you could check out the Clear Code via the link below and apply there. It's an application-only program. We take a limited amount of clients into the program every month. But that being said, one of the main things we focus on is your unique 80-20 lifestyle. So what are the 80% of the action steps that are going to support clear skin, that are going to help you from a hormonal acne perspective so that you can live 20% of your life completely free, have some ice cream, and not worry about anything? So if you're interested in learning more, apply to that via the link below. And that being said, if you're really stressed out about food and you just want to know what types of food you can eat because you feel like all you're doing is depriving yourself lately, we created an acne food swaps guide for you. So you can download that via the link below as well. And it'll be really helpful for you in terms of feeling like you would live a little bit again with food. A lot of times when we're on a natural acne clearing journey, especially from a food perspective, we start to feel a little restricted and miserable. And I want you to know you can have some coffee, eat a donut, and some graham crackers with Nutella and still have clear skin. Okay. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new one. And if you have a friend, mother, brother, sister, all the people who are struggling with their acne and really need extra support, please send them this video. I would love to see if I could help them, and or it should just be kind of a light of inspiration in terms of the fact that you can heal your acne naturally, and you can still have a donut, and you can still eat pizza and get clear skin. So see you in the next one.